You've been dragging around dead weight for too long. You're shackled to the past, to failures, to toxic relationships, and to self-doubt. Why? Because you're scared. You're scared to let go, because deep down, you're comfortable in your misery. It's a twisted comfort, but it's what you know, and it's familiar. Humans are creatures of habit. We cling to the familiar, even when it's killing us. Life's not waiting around for you to get your act together. Time's ticking, and every second you spend holding on to the past is a second wasted. Life is suffering. It's not a popular statement. It's not a gentle pat on the back, and it's certainly not what you've been told by those who sell comfort, like it's candy. But it's the raw reality. Once you accept it, once you look it in the eye, you can start to take control. Sacrifice isn't pretty. It's not glamorous. It's the gritty, back-breaking work that happens when everyone else has gone to sleep. It's the choices you make when you're staring into the abyss, and the abyss is staring right back, daring you to blink. Sacrifice is the currency of the strong. It's the toll you pay on the road to greatness. How bad do you want it, really? How bad do you want it? You've been told your whole life that you need to work hard, that success is just around the corner if you keep grinding. But I'm here to tell you, that's all lies. If you don't have the hunger, the raw, primal hunger to win, let's cut through the lies you tell yourself and ask the question that really matters. Are you willing to die for it? Think about your life right now. Think about all the things you say you want. Money, power, respect, freedom. You crave these things, but how much are you actually willing to sacrifice? How much pain are you ready to endure? How much suffering can you withstand before you break? Because let me tell you something. Success isn't a game. It's not easy, and it's not for the cowards. Success is war, and in war, only the strongest survive. Imagine you're in a fight for your life. It's do or die. Your opponent is stronger, faster, more skilled, but you have something they don't. You have a burning desire, an unyielding hunger, a willingness to go further than they ever will. You're willing to die on that battlefield. That's the mindset you need. Because if you're not willing to die for your dreams, you don't want them bad enough. When it hurts, remember pain is the chisel that life uses to sculpt your resilience. When you're told you're not enough, good. It's the perfect moment to prove them wrong with the ferocity of your will. When you fall and the ground rushes to meet you, good. It's a lesson in gravity, a reminder to find your balance again. When the night is darkest, good. It means the dawn is just moments away. When you're lost in the wilderness, good. It's an invitation to become an explorer of possibilities. When they laugh at you, good. It's a signal that you're daring greatly, risking ridicule for a shot at glory. When you're at the end of your rope, good. Tie a knot and swing. It's not over until you decide it's over. When it hurts, don't you dare surrender. Don't you dare settle. Don't you dare shrink. Let the pain transform you. Let it fuel you. Let it push you to heights you never imagined. Suffering is the price of ambition, the cost of discipline, the currency of success. It's the fire that tempers the steel of your will. You think the greats of this world got to where they are by lounging around, sipping on sweet tea. No, they suffered. They grinded. They faced down their demons and danced with them until they led the waltz. This isn't about wallowing in misery. It's about recognizing that pain pain is a teacher, a motivator, a signal that you're pushing your limits and breaking through barriers. You think you're waiting for the right moment, for some magical sign to tell you it's time to move on, but that moment's not coming. There's no divine intervention, no cosmic shift that's going to suddenly make everything clear. You make the decision. You decide to let go. You're alone. And that's a good thing. Because when you're alone, you're free. Free to embrace the darkness. Let it go. Your fears, your doubts, your regrets, they're dead weight. Cut them loose. You're carrying a backpack filled with bricks. Each brick is a regret, a mistake, a failure, a betrayal. You carry it everywhere. To work, to your relationships, to your dreams. It's weighing you down, slowing you to a crawl. And you wonder why you're not getting anywhere. It's because you're too scared to drop the bag. You're afraid of what it means to be without that weight, to face the world unburdened. You've let it define you. Look around you. Look at the people in your life. How many of them are truly happy? How many of them are living the life they dreamed of? Probably not many. Most people settle. They settle for a job they hate, a life they despise, a mediocre existence. They do this because they're scared. Scared of failure, scared of pain, scared of the unknown. But fear is a choice. You can either let it control you, or you can use it as fuel. You can let it drive you, push you, propel you towards greatness. But to truly reach the pinnacle of your potential, you have to be willing to risk everything. You have to be willing to put your life on the line, because success demands everything from you. It demands your time, your energy, your soul. It demands that you wake up every single day, ready to fight, ready to bleed, ready to die. Are you willing to make that sacrifice? Think about it. Every morning when that alarm goes off, you have two choices. You can either hit the snooze button, roll over, and fall back into the comfortable embrace of your bed. Or you can get up, get out, and dominate the day. It's a choice between comfort and success. If you consistently choose comfort, you will never, ever taste success. Every muscle ache, every moment of exhaustion, every second of doubt, they're not signs to stop. They're milestones on the road to greatness. The world respects the hard, the tough, the ones who can take a hit and keep moving forward. It's easy to be soft, to take the path of least resistance, to choose comfort over challenge. But ask yourself, when has easy ever led to anything worth having? So, embrace the struggle. Let it mold you. Let it drive you. When you're up at dawn, working while others sleep, remember that suffering is the crucible in which your true self is forged. It's in those dark, quiet hours that you'll find the strength you never knew you had. And when you reach the peak, when you look back at the path you've traveled, you'll realize that the suffering wasn't just a part of the journey. It was the journey. It's what made the view from the top worth every step. Because when it hurts, that's when you're rewriting your limits. That's when you're carving your story into the stones of history. So when it hurts, rejoice. It means you're in the midst of your becoming. It means you're still fighting. And as long as you're fighting, you are winning. Remember, the opposite of success isn't failure, it's inaction. So act despite the hurt, move despite the pain, thrive because you can. And never forget, in the heart of struggle lies the seed of triumph. So when it hurts, smile because it means you're about to bloom. Look at yourself in the mirror. Do you see the potential, the strength, the fire? Or do you see a shadow of what you could be, held back by chains of your own making? You need to stop being your own worst enemy. You need to let go. Think about the people who have wronged you, the ones who stabbed you in the back, who let you down, who made you feel small. You're giving them power every day you hold on to that anger and bitterness. They don't care. They've moved on. They're living their lives. And here you are, stuck in the past, replaying old scenes like a broken record. Cut the cord. Let them go. They don't deserve a space in your mind. Let go of the need for approval. You spend so much time worrying about what others think, trying to fit into their mold, living up to their expectations. Who are you living for? Them or you? And now I ask you, do you want it that bad? Do you want it bad enough to make sacrifices, to lose sleep, to lose friends, to be misunderstood, to be ridiculed? Do you want it bad enough to keep pushing when every muscle in your body is screaming at you to stop, when your mind is begging you to give up? Because if you don't, someone else does. Someone else is out there right now, hungrier, more desperate, more ruthless than you. You can have excuses or you can have results. You can't have both. Every time you make an excuse, every time you justify your lack of effort, you are choosing to be mediocre. You're choosing to be like everyone else. You're choosing to fail. And failure isn't an event, it's a decision. It's a series of small decisions that you make every day. Decisions to be lazy, to procrastinate, to not give your all. How many times have you said you're going to start tomorrow? How many times have you promised yourself that this time you'll follow through? And how many times have you let yourself down? Your word to yourself should be sacred. When you make a promise to yourself, it should be unbreakable. But for most of you, your word means nothing.